Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's good. People that could hear my videos, I hope that you guys are well. I hope everybody's in good spirits. I hope everybody's got a chance to reflect on their lives and overstand a lot of the things that's being done and a lot of things that's being said. Um, I'm grateful for another opportunity to see another day. It's another fresh day. God is good. Um, I take no day for granted. During my time of depression and stress, um, I was very ungrateful, and I wasn't happy. I was angry with even God Himself. But you see, at that time when I was lost, I had no idea who the universal creator was because of the confusion within religion, and then the confusion of being a human being, right? Not knowing that my soul and my spirit is not what this is, what this matrix is, what this dimension is. It's not who I am. All right. It's like I said, the world is a stage, so everybody's playing out um, their daily lives as a character within a movie or a script. All right. So with that being said, um, in a sense, you guys see me as the Truman Show. All right. But I'm gonna bring you guys back in time and explain my whole time traveling experience, how I would do it. All right. First off, I would get with one of the time traveling angels. All right, and then I would find the place of my birth. Now, in this matrix, it is speculated I was born in Jamaica. Right. So I would definitely go to this place called Jamaica. Right. I was supposed to be born in St. Andrews, Jamaica. So I would go to St. Andrews, Jamaica, and find myself and take myself from the people that was supposed to be my parents. Right. Um, Thus, I would not experience anything that's going on in Jamaica. Okay. And that's no disrespect. I'm just being real. All right. Because then I would not have ended up in the Mount Vernon / Bronx area. Right. And then that would have made sure that I didn't end up in Staten Island, right? Because that was part of my journey. And then um, I would have never ended up in the Bronxwood International Church, all right? And then overall, because of all of that stress and stuff that I went through, I would have never ended up in Brooklyn, right? Which was the Army recruiting area. Then I would have never went to South Carolina. I would have never went to Virginia. And then ultimately, I ended up in Texas, all right? And then from Texas, I would have ended up into Baghdad, Iraq, all right? And then back to Texas, and then back to Iraq, then back to Texas. Then I would never went to Georgia. And then from Georgia, I went back to Iraq, and then back to Georgia. Then I would have never have met the woman that claims to have my children. All right. Then I would have never have met the other woman that claims to have my child. All right. Then from there, I'm trying to think from there. From Georgia. All right, from Georgia, I would not have went from North Carolina back to Georgia, and then I would have never went back to Virginia. And then from Virginia, I ended up going back to Georgia, right? And then from Georgia, I went back to New York. And you see the experience that I had in New York. Um, I really don't. I still don't even know how I survived. I survived that New York situation. I was living on the street. I was living on the street, man. I understand the homelessness thing now, because as a human being, nobody should be on the street, man. And I'm communicating these things with the universal creator right through my spirit, because I know that the people that's supposed to be ruling this earth, they cannot be human. All right, because they're more occupied with precious metals more than they are people. And people are more are more valuable or worth more than any piece of gold or piece of silver or piece of whatever. All right. And ultimately, I ended up here in Florida. They call this the Sunshine State. Oh yeah, from New York, I came to Florida. Yeah, I came to from New York. I went to back to Georgia, then I came to Florida, and I've been here a year now. I'm grateful every day God has provided for me. Um, I have a roof over my head. I'm not around any energy vampires. Um, and the energy vampire thing is real, folks. There are people that wanna be around you just to harness your energy. All right, that goodness within you, because some of them don't have that goodness within them. All right. Um, but yeah, that would be my time traveling journey. I would go back to where it supposedly started. All right. Now, based on the fact that my life has been a lie, was I really born in Jamaica? I'm not sure. I'm not positive about it. I probably was brought to Jamaica. You see what I'm saying? For it to look as though I was from Jamaica, right? And thus the plans of Lucifer to ultimately make me look bad amongst Jamaicans. And I think Jamaica is a special place. Um, I just hate the way my life turned out. I really do. But like I said, God is good. God is keeping me. God is protecting me. God has watched over me. I I didn't know I didn't know how special I was. I didn't know his plans for me. I just thought I was another human being down here, um, just living my life. And there's so many religions, so I didn't know which religion was the best one. Turns out Christianity um, is a mind control cult, right? Um, Nothing to do with spirituality. Thus, you have so many things. There's so many. There's so many. There's so many holes in the. There's so many holes in the story. Lots of holes in the story. The Jason mask in the movie, it has a lot of holes in it. This mask doesn't have any holes in it at all, though. There's no holes in there. There's no holes. I can see. Even the eyes, there's no holes in there. There's no holes. None. No holes. Looks like it, but you a hole is something you can go through. There's nothing. There's nothing you can go through here. See that? No holes. No holes in the mask. And Jason had a messed up. He had a messed up relationship with his mother. All right. to turn him into what he was. And then you have the story with him being in water. I'm gonna tell y'all I'm gonna tell y'all the story. Y'all know what it is, man. This is just me talking about the Truman Show stuff. All right, because I really do feel like I am the Truman Show character in this dimension. That's why I have to ignore everything now. I have to truly, truly ignore and filter the things that I see and observe. Because I realize people are looking for a reaction from me for them to get some type of validation, right? And everything that I said in the past, I'm standing on it. All right, it's real. All right. I hope people are prepared for what's to come. Um, um, the unholy Trinity is making preparations to annihilate humanity and cause lots of heartache and pain on the planet. That's Lucifer, her partner Satan, and his son the devil. All right, that's where you get your what you get what is it the Antichrist, um, the beast, and the false prophet. All right, prepare yourselves, people. All right, if you could hear my videos, because at this point the reptilians might not be sending the Nephilim and Anunnaki and whatever they call themselves, fallen angels. They might not even be letting my videos get through. All right. Um, but prepare yourselves, though, people. We see that this world is extremely evil. They put poisons in the food. They put poisons in the water. They put poisons in the air. And nobody can say anything. See what I'm saying? Because realistically, they live in a toxic environment. Do some, even if it's sci-fi stuff. Think about how the reptilians live, man. They live in toxic environments. If you used to go underground, deep underground where they actually live, where they're living now, these reptilians or Nephilim half breed people, you probably wouldn't even be able to breathe the air, right? Thus, why when there's an apocalypse situation happening on the planet, that's when they will come to the surface because then they can live in that environment, right? The sun will probably be blocked out, thus you have your dark days of darkness, right? The air will be toxic, right? Many people are going to be dead, right? Um, there will be no society as we know it, right? Civilization will be thrown into the Stone Age. So thus you have your dragons, your dinosaurs coming back. Do you understand? I hope you guys understand what's going on. You understand? They want to throw you guys back in time, back into literally back into the Stone Age. That means no technology, no GPS, no satellites, no internet, no cell phones, no communicating, none of that stuff. All right? Bringing you back to the times when they were on the planet, when dinosaurs roamed the planet, when dragons roamed the planet, when upright serpents were roaming the planet, reptilians, they call them alpha dracos, all right? And they want to come back to the surface, man, all right? But we'll see how all this stuff plays out. I wonder sometimes if they wrote certain things in the Bible to make it play out so that they can manipulate man, or if that's really how things are supposed to play out. If the universal creator will send his spaceships here to save his children and then annihilate them. We'll see how everything plays out, man. We'll just all have to sit back and we got to watch this movie because in the Truman Show, when he realizes the truth, right? That's when the movie ends. All right. That is when the movie ends. There's no Truman Show Part 2. All right. When Truman is awake, all right, and then he goes through the door, that's the end of the movie. All right. I want y'all to think about that. We don't get to see how Truman is when he's in the real world. Thus the real the real dimension, the reality, not Hollywood, not fake, not fraudulent, right? That means that Truman, they probably were putting things in his food. I know about that. That means that probably everything that he was around was chemically treated, right? The water, everything. They made it into a movie set, a giant movie set. And if you realize that domed city that he was in is similar to the domed environment that they had King Kong in. Does that make sense? Does it play out? Do y'all see the coalition? Do y'all see the connection? The same domed city that Truman was in is the same domed habitat area that they had King Kong in. All right. Were they protecting King Kong from Godzilla or Godzilla from King Kong? Godzilla is a giant reptilian, a giant, a mega giant dragon. All right, They said 2024 is the year of the dragon, man. All right. And think about all the nations, all the countries. My shoulders are still. I'm working on my shoulders yesterday. Think about all the countries that believe in dragons, that believe in reptilians, that believes in that's is Nephilim. That's what they are. All right. Out of the sight of the Creator, they became hideous creatures. So you don't got to wonder why the universal Creator was upset. The good book says He's made man perfect, and then these rebellious higher beings, also whom He created, deformed His creation. All right. That's like me taking something that you invented and then changing it and doing something crazy and diabolic to it. All right. And then you don't have to wonder anymore why geneticists have been tampering with genetics for so long. As in the days of Noah, we will see the end days again. All right. That's it. That's all I got.